Hi, this is James from the Hornbill Technical Support team, and this is a short tutorial to show you how to log calls against services. So here I'm using the Supportworks 750 client, which is Service Pack 3 and ITSM 3414, but this will apply to any version of ITSM above 3.x. So what I'm going to do here is, well, we have already set up our service, so I'm going to show you what happens when logging the call from self-service and from the main client. So from the main client, I'm just going to open up a new service request, and I'm just going to type in the customer that we subscribed to the service, and just type in a summary and main details, and now I'm going to select our service. So this is mandatory on these log new service request forms. Everything is built around the service itself that the customer is subscribed to. So I'm going to select our test service. Because we've associated the components to the service in a separate tutorial, you can see here the ones that have been set against it, and also a tick box against the optional components, which is quite handy. I'm also going to select the SLA and priority and the BPM process that I wish to use against it. We're going through BPM processes in another tutorial, so we don't need to worry about that too much at the moment. So if I log and accept that particular call, there we go. So you get an idea of how it looks. I didn't tick the optional component, so that means I've only got this particular one here. So the call's been logged. It's following my BPM process, which we'll go through in another tutorial. But this is how it will look. So we'll give you the service ID name, if it's operational or not, all your main information there, and price details. Okay, so how does it look coming from the portal? So I'm just going to re-log in here. Raise request. Because I haven't associated a self-service wizard to this, obviously it's going straight to the components section. I'm going to associate a wizard to it in the next time we log a call here, but just to show you, I'm just going to submit that. That's given us a reference number of 13. Here it is. There we go. So again, same thing, it's giving you price details, it's giving you what components are there, much exactly the same as the main client. So what I'm going to do next is associate a wizard to it to show you how that looks. So I'm just going to go to services and into my service. I'm just going to go over it one more time in regards to these options here. Within the self-service portal and category, we can see that there's only one option to raise request. If you didn't see the end of one of my previous videos to do with subscriptions, this will depend on this options here to do with create request form and create support form. So within my request form, I'm going to select one of our predefined wizards. I'm just going to say the request support one. Again, you would have already set up your wizards. There's also going to be tutorials around the self-service wizards anyway, so we'll go through them. So I'm going to save changes. So now that's going to use a wizard before going to our components. Let's close these boxes down. I'm going to re-log in again. And from the My Services test category, raise request. So now it's giving me questions. So it's also giving you the costs until it gets to that stage, but I'm just going to quickly fill these in. There we go, so we've got to the same stage again. There we go, 14. So depending on how you set up your wizards will depend on how this original description appears. You will also have a section within the actions menu to see the wizard input, but we'll go through that in more detail on the self-service wizards tutorials. But for now that's it, but if you have any questions, let me know.